Hey YouTube, and I've been attempting to not put everybody off watching all my videos. It'll not be another bass video till tomorrow. Yay, bass! So here we go. Everyone loves a Harley Benton. So here we have one of the good things about Harley Benton, te70 deluxe series. So I'm not being sarcastic there. Genuinely, just put the model number on the back of the headstock. Yeah, that's a great thing. I've been used to doing a wee sticker which peels off, but just put the. Why not? I mean, it can't cost any more money if you're already putting the ROHS made in China thing on it anyway. It's like just put the model number on. This has actually got a bird's eye maple neck. It's a sort of funny looking finish on it. It's kind of almost an opaque sort of varnish on the back of the neck. It does. This is obviously. Well, I don't know, but obviously, maybe like George Harrison's Rosewood Telecaster. Apart from that, George has had a rosewood neck. This does not. Not as in whole rosewood, not just rosewood fingerboard. So we've got double binding on it, through strung, binding top and bottom. Very Beatlesy. This one belonged to one of my pals. I upgraded it a lot a couple of years ago. There'll be videos if you look up when I got this guitar in first time. So the hardware was replaced with locking tuners and Evil Sheep pickups, something like that. And it might have been a Wilkinson bridge put on it. Yes, and a Wilkinson bridge. So, and then that was a couple of years ago, and my pal bought a new guitar, a Jet Telly, which he liked lighter because it was a bit lighter. It's not a heavy guitar. It's not a Les Paul. It's heavy for a telly though, a little bit. I'll weigh it. I'm going to say it's like, it's not as much as 4 kilograms. It's like 3.8 or something. 3.6 is about average. So swap back into this. We now have a Jet pickups, Jet not locking tuners, but decent tuners, better than the ones that were originally on this guitar. So I mean, I do a lot of Harley Benton bashing, but if you do the work to them yourself, you can get a decent guitar. It's just unfortunate they don't generally come a lot. I mean, maybe I've had bad experiences with them, but they generally they put them together in the factory and then they send them to you in a box. Nobody actually checks them or adjusts things and all that, so they all kind of need set up. Yep, so it is a telly, sounds like a telly. So neck pickup in the middle position. That may actually be out of phase. Maybe not, then bridge. No, it's not. But I mean, it sounded remarkably Telecastery, which I always think normally with the sort of cheaper guitars, they generally kind of tend to sound a bit all kind of the same, whether it's a Tele or an SG or a Les Paul or a Strat, whatever. They kind of aim for the middle ground. This one does have a certain telliness to it. Definitely. Maybe smooth off the edges of that nut a wee bit. It's a bit square. Bit of rat pedal. Yeah, so I mean, it's very telly-ish. I'll give it that. Since I said that, I've now started playing it like a telly for some. Well, it's very direct. Maybe the rosewood. Maybe it's a rosewood body. I don't know. Is it just painted? I don't know. It's meant. I'm just like, So I mean, yeah, if you get one that plays well, you can't really go wrong. I don't know. I think these are maybe. I don't know if they still make this one, but I'm looking up on eBay, and they tend to go for like 120 quid with postage, or £100 plus £20 postage. It seems to be pretty much a bog standard, worth £100 guitar. So this one maybe a wee bit. This one's definitely got better tuners on it than the original Harley Benton tuners. They weren't very good. The pickups are probably better. So it's probably upgrades, but more to the point, it's been set up. So I can't remember what I had to do to this, whether I had to do frets or anything, because it was a few years ago when actually, once you set up a guitar kind of properly, it goes back together again really easily. Because I just swapped all the stuff back over from that jet guitar onto this, and obviously it was all. The bridge was a different bridge, so all the saddles were at different places and blah blah blah. But because I'd already done the work on this guitar a couple of years ago, it's fine. Same thing happened with that Les Paul I had. You get a shot of a guitar and you go, oh, that's really good. And it's like, just because I set it up 2 years ago the way I like it. And they generally stay where you set them. Most bad setups are... There's a certain element of, obviously, over time, the wood stretches and all that. So there's an element of that. If you've got a 10-year-old guitar that's never needed a truss rod adjustment, that's possible, but probably just with the wood drying out and stuff. But most of the time, it's somebody tried to put different strings on it and then, it wasn't working, and then tried adjusting other things. So normally, when you get a badly set up guitar, it's because somebody didn't really know what they were doing, had their go at trying to make it better. I've been there before. Go and try to get go to try a guitar, and it's like there's no buzzes, and you're like, well, what's going on? You tune it, and the guitar's like, yeah, because they just tighten the strings up until it doesn't buzz. I remember a certain guitar shop in town doing that with my pal G's bass. It was an Epiphone EB3. It's not there anymore, so it was Victor Morris. I don't mind bad mouthing them. And he went back the following week after they'd fixed it, and what they'd done is just raise the action up like fuck. So the action, they were like an inch off the fingerboard, the strings, and you're like, it doesn't buzz anymore, yeah, but you can't play it now. And then they tried it again, and all they did was just tune everything really sharp, and it stopped buzzing because the strings were so taut. Eventually gave up on it. Bet you I could fix it now though. So if anyone's got something interesting to swap up here and want a bit of the Telecaster experience. Because this guitar is actually mine. I took it. I just kind of took this for doing other stuff for him. Fixed a couple of guitars. So I think even if you're just a Beatles fan, you just argue. I suppose you probably could. I mean, there's not that much on the headstock to make it not fendery shaped. It's a wee bit pointy there, but it's a pretty. I've got no issue with that for a Telecaster headstock. It's kind of fine if maybe if I put it backwards, you can see the shape. It's just that they've kind of done it. If you rendered off that bit there, you could just put a fender decal on it. Hey, I'm George Harrison. And I think I seem to remember, was it not £10,000 for the official George Harrison one? It was made of solid rosewood. Give him that. But it was 10 grand. So this is more use. Rock on! Probably back to the base tomorrow, I'm afraid. But there you go. Doing the popular Harley Benton ones. Rocking. Catch you later.